The ceremonial opening of the gates. I think technically you guys were first because you were waiting.
I think I'm gonna take you guys pictures. Who was the real first? You were here first? We were waiting.
They were waiting. They were waiting.
First ever customer is Sean, just come here this way.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna close the door shut.
Oh, thanks. Nice. How long you been working on this? Like,
it was honestly 2 years, but 1 year of just not doing anything because
yeah.
it was all pandemic closed, which was all closed, and we just stayed away.
Oh, so you didn't even have time during that to come in and work on this thing?
I could have, but in order to keep my business running, I had to ramp up my online stuff, and then I had to run that every day, and then it was hard to break away from that. So. So in here, I have screen use.
Was that motion censored?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's the screen use belt from the sheriff. These are the production lights from the interior scenes in the farmhouse.
Oh, nice.
Survival Command Center at the Pentagon
very cool.
Disclosed that a ghoul can be killed by a shot in the head or a heavy blow to the skull.
Yeah, I guess it makes more sense to go this side first. This is the door to the red room.
So what did you, I'm curious, what did you do, if anything, were you able to do anything with the wall that everybody had been signing in the other location?
It's here now.
Oh, you were able to move it?
Yeah, everything in the other location moved here. This is what Jim Crut wore when we recreated the makeup.
Oh yeah, I was there.
Yeah, not from the film, but there's a panel going to go here that'll explain that, but it didn't get done yet. So some of the wall stuff, some of the informational panels aren't there.
So is this the actual elevator?
This is the actual elevator.
That's so cool.
The actual real parts are both the doors, the side rails, the entire ceiling grid, the ceiling light shades, and button panel, and emergency key panel.
Does it have the buttons on the inside?
Doesn't have the buttons on the inside.
What happened to those, you know?
They're in someone else's collection.
Ah.
Yeah. So, fortunately, wasn't able to get those. There were several of us that were working on the, what's it called?
Preservation?
Salvaging of, well, we bought like a salvagey deal from Penny's and we salvaged pieces, but to us it was, you know, different kind of salvaging that they thought we were doing. So. Yeah. And then later, I went back around to some of the other guys and got a few of the pieces that I didn't personally have initially to like finish this job. So
it looks amazing.
So there will eventually be working lights in there. It'll light it up and then it won't be so dark. Doors will be motion triggered and open with the like music sting.
That's cool. Deals. Yeah, yeah.
And this little TV will be motion triggered to play like some of the clips from Dawn, the TV stuff.
That's awesome.
And in here, this is the screen used rifle, one of them. Screen used gas mask. Oh, I didn't put the sign up on this.
Did you get that recently in that one auction? That I know there was a couple gas masks in a recent auction.
No, I had the gas mask for a long time.
Oh, okay.
The gun I recently got from Jim Serenella. And what's the screen used? No, the shirt. The shirt screen used. Not the jumpsuit.
Not the jumpsuit. Any idea what happened to any of those jumpsuits? Does anybody have one?
I have a really good panel coming up at Living Dead Weekend where we discovered a lot of cool stuff and discovered the stories of where things went.
And where's that and when is that going to be, Kevin?
It is July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. It's a 4th of July spectacular 1985 reunion of... Yeah, it's actually supposed to be the 30... What is it? Supposed to be the 35th anniversary of the 1985 stuff, but now it's 36. Yeah. Screen used in here, just those things there, I think. Oh, that's more parts of the elevator that we left off to look like the movie because they didn't, when they went up the shaft.
Oh, yeah.
They actually took the centers out. These are ceiling lights that were in Penny's right above the escalator that you can see in some of the shots.
Iron City, yes. So this is this the machine?
It's not the Dawn one.
It's not the Dawn one?
It came from Tom years ago at a show, but Tom doesn't recall
which one that's
production
for.
it was made for, and we haven't been able to screen identify it anywhere. I've tried. And
Yeah.
it may have been made and not actually, captured on any actual film production. It may have been. Tom first thought maybe it was in one of the Friday 13th, but we rolled that out. It just the cut doesn't measure. Like when you line up where the cut is, distance from the handle, and then you look at the screen grabs, it doesn't match. The cut's always a little different. Plus the actual width of the cut. Tom thinks that's a neck cut and not a head cut or an arm cut or something. So
Gotcha.
these were also on the walls in pennies. You can see them in the film in the background. That thing. No, they're not significant.
Was this outside the elevator?
Yes, it was.
I remember it.
The lower level, though.
Yep.
So there's the upper. This is like representing the upper level.
Yeah.
In the film, there's a wall that goes above this and up.
Yeah.
They later removed it, and then there's light panels here.
Yeah.
We will eventually put the light panels in to look like these kind of things. And that'll be lit, and then we'll extend the wall up so it has a complete illusion. So, but here, see.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the wood panel in the back was not removed in any all one piece. It was all broken.
I know Matt gave me a piece of it.
So we've been having a hard time finding the same exact type of panel to make the back exactly right, but we will eventually find one. All the old elevators that were made at the same time used the same stuff. So to find one that's the same year, there. All right, moving on down the line.
Jeez.
These are some other movies that were filmed in the mall here.
Oh, Flashdance was filmed there?
One of the ice skating scenes.
Oh, no shit.
I guess there's more ice skating scenes.
Yeah.
Filmed in the ice rink.
I didn't realize that. Interesting.
So this is sort of our mall room. Escalator from Penny's.
Oh, wow.
Parts of it. This part's screen used, original. These things along the trim they are, and the 3 steps. Not this part down here. That's from a different escalator that we hobbled together to recreate this.
Has Tom been here yet to see this, Savini?
I'm telling you, you're the first one.
Oh, really?
We really just, I was up all night, working all night to finish this up. So this is a model we had commissioned like 12 years ago. It's seen better days. We're gonna have it refurbished soon, but it's, a little miniature of the different parts of the mall, like the Penny's front and the 2 courts, ice rink, like side there.
Right.
That's a actual mall uniform that was from that year. It's not the one in the film, but it is one of the.
See the badge right there.
Ones.
That's cool. How'd you obtain that?
From the mall.
Oh, they
One of
had
the
it?
security guards had one, just donated it. This is one of the lights.
I remember those.
Like these guys here.
Yeah.
And then we have these really cool. All this information is, I'm really proud of Norman England. You know Norman.
I don't.
He's in Japan. He's like a writer, magazine writer, a big Dawn expert and Romero expert. He's the foreign correspondent for Garf Foundation in Japan, and he wrote and collected all the information for us for the walls here, and there's all kinds of neat stuff, trivia and facts and stuff. So there's something for even diehard fans who want to learn the details of things. This is sort of the further films of Romero room. There's going to be some more of those panels that I was telling you that Norman was writing about that are going to go here. George Romero's bio, filmography list and stuff. So that's under construction still. But this is a door from the Crazies. It's in this house here where this knitting lady was. It's one of the bedroom doors in the hallway. And then we're just doing some handprints of the actors from the Crazies on this actual door when they're here.
Yeah.
And everything here is a reproduction. Creep show they did. This puppet used to belong to George Romero. I don't know where he got it, but you can see it in some videos and photos like with him. And then he gave it to friend of his son's, and then later sold it. So one of the days they had extra mascots. It's seen better days. Land of the Dead Head. That's a production prop too. I got to put a sign on that, I guess. This is helping me like figure out what I missed the signs for. That's a reproduction, obviously.
Yeah. Have you ever talked to like any people that own some of the stuff, like Dave, and see if they would let you put it on display? Or
that's what this is. So this is actually hiding another one of these secured chambers that'll have like a window on, so things can be really secured. Like high-end props that someone has could be safely put in here temporarily.
Mm-hmm.
So when we do that, then we'll move this, put the glass in there, and we have a perfect little showcase for that kind of stuff.
Awesome. Yeah.
Down here.
Oh, there's the wall.
This is coming soon. Nothing in there yet.
Okay.
That'll be like a theater screening room. There's the Hall of Fame wall, which we will be expanding on each side at Living Dead Weekend.
Yeah, see, I wasn't ever sure that this was actually on the wall, so that's good. That was smart that you did it that way.
It's been in 4 locations.
Oh, has it?
And we keep moving it along. So when we put 2 more panels up, then we'll have a whole bunch of new handprints. The last few years we've been in the mall, we weren't able to get any on here because it was not here.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. Oh, My Blade Valentine.
It was filmed in Pittsburgh as well, so just got a couple. The idea of this museum is not just Dawn of the Dead, it's other things that were filmed in Pittsburgh, specifically in the mall, or things that somehow, in my mind, connect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, anything Living Dead related, any zombie related.
There's one exception that's not zombie related at all, but I'll get to that one in a second. This is the zombie timeline. It was in Evan City, but we've transported it here, and it's just sort of gives you the idea of what people were doing in pop culture from Night of the Living Dead up to present day. And lots of different things would happen and change the way people think about zombies and movies. So
You have to put the new Resident Evil movie here eventually.
yeah, I got Army of the Dead.
Oh yeah.
Going on there too. I got one of the screen-used fake slot machine
Oh,
panels
sweet.
in the background that I need to put up somewhere. So Mindhunter was filmed in Pittsburgh. TV show Mindhunter on Netflix.
You know, I still haven't seen it.
And it was filmed in this mall.
Really?
Bits of it. Like there's some different. They made the mall look like an airport. They made the mall look like a couple different things.
Huh.
You see airplanes flying over the mall that aren't really there. And it's like people are walking out of the mall. It looks like they're walking out of an airport. Taxis driving up and stuff. So when they finished the production, they opened up their warehouse and sold like all their set decorations and stuff. So this is an airplane interior set, a bunch of odd set decor things, FBI flag. You know, the interesting thing about buying the stuff from the Mindhunter auction is I bought practical things. So if you look around, you see these stanchions everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Those were screen used in Mindhunter.
No kidding.
To be like their fake hotel things, their fake airports. They had tons of them. And then folding tables and chairs. I need them to run the convention, so I bought piles of those. But then I also bought things I could exhibit too.
That's awesome.
So that worked out.
How many seasons did they do of that show?
Just 2. They were supposed to do a 3rd, and Fincher got a movie deal, and then he said he wasn't going to do 3, so they scrapped this stuff, sold it all, and then the movie deal fell through, and now they might do 3 again. So this is the Evil Dead stuff, which you've seen before, or at least parts of it when I bring them to convention.
Yeah. So I'm assuming your days of bringing this cabin to a convention is over.
Yeah.
You want to see it, you come here.
I'm almost 60 years old. I'm getting tired of kicking stuff around. I'm settling in here. So this is it. This is where the stuff, people want to see it, they can come here and see it. But yeah, it wasn't easy. We would bring this whole building. This is just the front side. We had the whole thing. And
no way to put it in here anywhere.
Couldn't figure it out. It's about the size of one of these rooms.
Yeah.
You would have to make it that you would walk into it. I mean,
Yeah.
it wouldn't make sense. So, but we sort of created the illusion that it's there.
I mean, you even had to take part of the ceiling out there to make it work.
Yep. It was, every time we take it to a convention, ask for the clearance ceiling, they always say, oh yeah, it's like 15, 16 feet, and then we bring it, and they're like, no, it's not, it's like 2 inches short of that. One time someone asked us, well, can you just cut off a little of the bottom and make it fit? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
We can't do that.
I'm not gonna compromise the piece.
These are just, you know, replicas and stuff.
Oh, I didn't know you had all these shutters too.
So, yeah, I've had that at photo ops at shows too. You know,
Yeah.
set it up so it looks like you're really at the window.
At a lot of these conventions, I'm so busy, I don't have time to look
Okay.
at. I don't have time to enjoy everything like most people do.
This is the front door, back door of the cabin, the right front window. This is the frame from the back. They say what they all are, but this wall section is just something that Mike, the guy who removed all this stuff and sold it to me, he sort of just took, you know, some of the cabin outer boards and put together a piece that shows you how they built the cabin, because the cabin wasn't a real cabin. The cabin was a, you know, just to shoot a movie. So they just faked the stuff between the logs or the boards with some chicken wire and some gin, some cement up against it, and that you kind of see how that was done. This was one of the trees, and the animated moving, walking trees, left in the woods for 30 years, and you know, it looked like a tree once.
Yeah.
Too much anymore, but.
This is awesome, man. You did a great job.
Thank you.
It's a lot of work. I appreciate it.
We'll have a whole thing in the beginning too. It'll say, "Welcome to the museum, and this is what we're all about." And then on the way back out to the gift shop, there's a few autographs and exit through the gift shop. Lots of stuff.
Right on.
There's some of the artifacts, you know, from some of the props and stuff that we sell as souvenirs.
Very cool, man. Well, thank you, sir, for the tour.
Thank you.
And what are the hours so people that want to come to the Monroeville Mall and check it out?
For the rest of June, we're just going to be running the weekend hours, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, noon till 8. And then the mall is going to go back to normal hours in July, which is until 9. And at that time, we're going to go to 5 days a week, and probably like 11 to 9. Not certain on the start time on that, but
Is there a place where people can check online to make sure that you're open and everything?
livingdeadmuseum.com.
Well, thank you, sir.